Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning Secret of the Three Friends, which is actually your physical self, your psychological self, and your spiritual self. So it's all about you. And I'm doing this because I definitely want to motivate you to tap into the sublime spirit of confidence and determination that is within you. And so this whole psychological drama has been played out in the Bible, teaching you the law of attraction. And so many people read this story, which I'm going to explain to you in a while, and they fail to realize that it's a secret, a biblical secret concerning abundance and prosperity. It's a biblical secret concerning the law of attraction, how you can get whatever you desire in this world if you understand the secret of the three friends, which I stated before, is speaking of your physical self, your psychological self, and your spiritual self. So without any further ado, I'll definitely encourage you to turn to the book of Luke with me. And I always read from my Bible, which is this Bible, okay, the 66 books of magic, the Overcomers Bible, the Know Jesus Bible. This Bible doesn't have Jesus written in it. It has a blank space instead for you to write your name, which is I am. For I am is the name of God from generation to generation, and you can never say I am and not referring to yourself. So all of humanity name is I am, and whatever you say after I am would mean whether you're speaking a curse or a blessing in your life, because you can definitely desecrate the name of God whenever you say I am and you use a negative connotation. And most people do that because they do not know who they are. But I'm going to teach you how to tap into your power by understanding the Bible esoterically, understanding the Bible psychologically, and metaphysically. Okay, so let me say that for you to understand the power of your mind and the power of scriptures, you have to understand it metaphysically, esoterically, and psychologically. Okay, and that is why the basis of my teaching is that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. It is not literal, neither is it secular history, and that it have no reference to anyone who existed thousands of years ago or to any actual event that would have taken place on earth thousands of years ago. So I teach that from the beginning to the ending of the Bible, it's all a great psychological drama, and it all have to do with the human psyche. And as long as you understand that, you would realize that you can create your life whichever way you want it to be. You will come to realize that everything is energy, vibration, and frequency. And you will come to understand that the lesson that you must learn on this planet is the lesson of alchemy. How to transmute energy into the equivalent of money or anything valuable that you desire on this planet to help you to live the best version of yourself here. And that is why, as I introduce you to your friend or your friends, you will realize that it's all about you and your state of consciousness, your awareness of being, and what you desire in this world. So in short, I'm actually going to teach you the law of attraction from a biblical standpoint. I'm going to teach you how to have abundance and prosperity in your life from a biblical standpoint and show you that it's hidden in secret. Show you that the Bible is encoded and must be decoded. Showing you that it's a coded book. And you cannot know this knowledge unless it's specialized knowledge, because it can only be learned through experience. This is not theory. So if you never put it to work, you will never come to know what I am speaking about, because the only true knowing is experiential knowing. That's why you have to take this knowledge that I'm going to give to you and put it to work in your life. So I'm going to read from my Bible. As I said before, I'm going to read from page 484, which is actually Luke chapter 11. I'm going to read from verses 5 to around verses 9. And I'm going to break it down and explain it to you so you have a better understanding of how to create your life whichever way you want it to be. Now it says here, and he said unto them, which of you shall have a friend, and shall go unto him at midnight, and say unto him, Friend, lend me 3 loaves. And here loaves is speaking about substance. It symbolizes substance. And this substance, many see it as a physical substance or food that you eat. But no, this is you want to partake of spiritual substance, invisible substance, because you are hungry, because you are in need. Okay? And here it's telling you that a friend is asking on behalf of a friend. It's a secret. It is teaching you about yourself. Because in the spiritual world, 1 + 1 = 1. Okay? Now he says here in verse 6, he says, For a friend of mine in his journey is come to me. You see? So this, as I said before, is a friend asking on behalf of a friend, right? And I have nothing to set before him. So your greatest friend is yourself. Your only true friend is yourself. So when you learn of your conscious and your subconscious mind, your invisible self and your visible self, and you learn about your desires in life that you would have, because everyone in this world would always have desires to attain certain things in their life. So right there you start to get the picture. Okay, so let me just read back verse 6. For a friend of mine in his journey, remember this life is a journey. The journey of life is from humanity to divinity. You must discover your divine self, okay, if you want to live in abundance and prosperity. For a friend of mine in his journey is come to me, and I have nothing to set before him. You're in a world whereby you were never taught how to use your power to achieve your every desire. And so you now come into a place of realization, and you're looking for the understanding of how to prosper. Okay? He said, and he from within shall answer and say, Trouble me not. The door is now shut, and my children are with me in bed. I cannot arise and give thee. Now let me break this down for you, okay? It tells you that he that is from within will give you the answer and say, Trouble me not. This is you having trouble to awake the latent powers that are within you, because the door is shut, and the door is the way towards the conscious and subconscious mind. The knowledge of how alchemy really works, it is shut away from you. The understanding of how to get into the spiritual world to create your reality consciously, it's hidden from you. So the door is shut. But I'm here to show you how to have that door open unto you. And he say here, and my children, your children here is speaking of the ideas that are within you lying dormant. That is why it says, my children are with me in bed. When you speak about lying in bed, you're speaking about being asleep. You're speaking about being in the night, in a place of darkness. You see, and I cannot. You notice the word I cannot rise and give thee. This is you living in a place of doubt because you believe that you've been shut out from the things of this life. But I'm here showing you that I am a friend, showing a friend how to find the friend that is within himself. Verses 8, he says here, and I say unto you, though he will not arise and give him, because he is his friend, yet because of his importunity, he will rise and give him as much as he needed, because of his importunity. And it is because he is a friend. That is why I say I want to cultivate in you a sublime spirit of determination and confidence. And here it is teaching you, when you have determination and you are persistent in that which you so desire, that nothing in this world can stop you from having that which you desire, because you would realize that determination and confidence are your friends. You will come to realize that your ideas, your dreams, your goals, your desires, they are your friends. They are actually a part of your awareness of being. So the very first friend must be yourself. That is why it's important for you to love yourself, believe in yourself, and embrace yourself before you can believe and embrace in your longing, in your desire. So when you have a haunting, burning, longing desire for something in this world, this is you coming into the consciousness of your desire. And when you come into the consciousness of your desire, your next friend is the accomplishment of your desire. You want your desire to be fulfilled. And when your desire is fulfilled, you want to come into the place of wholeness, the place of completeness. In other words, a place of fulfillment, a place of satisfaction, a place of contentment. You want to come into a place of Sabbath, a place of rest, because the creative creation process or the creation story is finished, because you come to realize that thoughts become things and that you can create your reality consciously. Right there, I'm in Genesis and showing you the Genesis story being all played right here when you understand your physical self, your psychological self, and your spiritual self. So it says that because of his importunity, so I'm saying to you, because of your determination and your confidence in your I amness, in your higher self, in your inner self, those gifts and talents and ideas that have been lying dormant within you will definitely arise and give to you as many as you need. It is saying here to you that when you awake those gifts and those ideas that are within you, in the feeling of confidence and the attitude and determination of persistence, that nothing will be able to stop you. Verses 9. Then it comes to the conclusion and show you that what you're doing, you're asking, you're seeking, and you are knocking, and you will never be denied. As long as you have that sublime spirit of confidence and determination within you. So this whole message I'm bringing to you is one of persistence, one of consistency, one whereby you must never give up. You must never have doubt and fear that will cripple you. Yes, they will come, but you must rise above them through loving yourself more than anything else in this world. So then it says here, and I say unto you, ask. Most people do not ask, and most people do not know how to ask because most people do not know what they want. He said, ask and it shall be given you. Once you ask, that which you ask for would be given to you. And how do you ask? You have to ask by first of all having a burning desire and knowing what you want. Everything starts with a desire and you have to be definite. What I'm reading for you here is written in the book Think and Grow Rich and many of the other self-development books that are bestsellers. I am giving you the key simple, in a simple way. It says, ask and it shall be given you. Esther and Jerry Hicks, which is Abraham Hicks, they wrote a book on this whole thing. Ask and it is given. I've never read the book, but I know it came from out of the Bible because I understand that the Bible is all psychological. That is so it says here, ask and it shall be given you. What could be more simple than that? Then it says seek. That's why you got to seek the knowledge of knowing who you are. That's why you have to seek first the kingdom. And the kingdom of God is within you, not outside of you. That is why I never teach you to look outside of yourself for a God, a Savior, a Redeemer, or some entity outside of yourself. I'm saying to you to look within yourself. So if you cannot believe in yourself, no one can believe in you. If you cannot have faith in yourself, no one can have faith in you. If you cannot love yourself, how could you expect anyone to love you? If you cannot believe in yourself, how could you expect anyone to believe in you? Then it says, so it says here, again, let me read it again. Ask and it shall be given you. Seek and you shall find. If you never seek that which you are looking for, you'll never find it. That's why you have to know what you're looking for. And then it says, knock and it shall be open unto you. If you never knock, it will never be open unto you because why? You are the operant power. You have to operate the power. The power do not operate on its own. It doesn't operate by itself. That is why the word law of attraction is teaching you the law to attract by taking action. The law to attract by taking action. Action is God in motion. And when you use your feeling of your wish already being fulfilled, your emotion is actually God in motion. So my brother, my sisters, when you understand your God self, when you understand your creative self, and you understand the world of possibilities that is lying within you, you'd realize that you can have whatever you desire in this world. You realize that all things are possible to you. And so this story has been told over and over and over in many different ways concerning you first having a desire. And you want that desire to be accomplished in your life. And when it's been accomplished in your life, it brings happiness, it brings joy, it brings peace, it brings completeness. And that, as I said before, is right there in Genesis when it says that God said it is good. And God come into Sabbath and the what? 7th day, the day of completion. Whenever your desire is being fulfilled, you no longer have that desire. Even in this physical act of sex, when you come to the place of climax, your desire is finished. Because why? The creation process is finished and you come into rest, you come into Sabbath. It is spoken of it also in the story in Genesis. Let me look here and get the scripture for you. Yes, it's in Genesis chapter 32. Okay, where Jacob said, I will not let thee go except thou bless me. And it tells you that when the creation process is finished, that the soft part between a man and tie, it shrinks. And many people read a story and they never really understand it because they never get to understand the Bible, as I said before, esoterically or metaphysically and psychologically. Now, there are other places in the Bible which I will give you those scriptures and you can write them down, which I've already given you. Genesis, chapter 32, verses 26. You can read it, where Jacob tells the angel, I will not let you go until you bless me. It's your ideas. Your goals and dreams. You have to hold on to them night after night, day after day. You have to live in your imagination. You have to live in the feeling that your wish already fulfilled to operate these biblical secrets of abundance and prosperity in your life. These biblical secrets concerning the law of attraction. Yet many religious people speaking against the law of attraction because they have no understanding about how the mind works. They have no understanding concerning the law of mentalism. They have no understanding of their own selves. Also in the story of Elisha and the Shunammite woman, where she said unto Elisha, as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. And he arose and followed her. They say that wherever your attention goes, that is where energy will flow. It is your persistence. It is your determination. It is your confidence. So you have to cultivate within yourself this sublime spirit of confidence and determination. Then it tells you in, which I would have just read a while ago there, in 2 Kings 4:30 concerning the Shunammite woman and Elisha. So I'll definitely encourage you to read that also. Then it tells you about the widow and the judge. It tells you, let me just read it for you. Say the same idea here is expressed, right, in another passage, which is in Luke 18:15, where it says, and he spoke a parable unto them, that men ought always to pray and not faint, saying, there was in a city a judge which feared not God, neither regarded man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of my adversary. And he would not for a while. But afterward he said within himself, though I fear not God, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest she weary me by her continual coming. This is teaching you, when you are so determined and you are so confident of that which you so desire in this world, and you hold to your desire and you never give up, when everything in the objective world is telling you otherwise, you remain faithful to the subjective world, and you subject your desire and your idea to the infinite power, the infinite judge, and you remain faithful, that it will definitely come to pass. Nothing can stop you. He said, lest she weary me by her continual coming. Many people, when they are forcing the process and they're trying so hard, many times they do not see anything happening in their life. But when they give up and they just leave it alone, then boom, they see things happening in their life. Because why? So much of people have too much of overthinking. So much of people have too much of expectation. Too much of people giving more value and money more than they give value, and serving humanity and using the gift and the talents. That's why so much people, all they focus upon when they come to learn about the law of attraction and learn these biblical principles, all they think about is money. So Luke 18:1 also is a very good scripture to help you, where it says, man ought always to pray and not faint. Because you see, praying is not begging and asking and besieging an entity outside of yourself. It is actually living in a place of thanksgiving, knowing that your wish has already been fulfilled. That is when you're living in true righteousness. living in the feeling that you wish already fulfilled. So my brother, my sister, I'm giving you a thorough teaching today concerning the law of attraction. And I can give you many and many and many of these kind of teaching, but it's very much time consuming. So if I'm going to do something like this, I would, being on my page, I might be, one of the better places to do it, okay? Because it's very much time consuming to take all of these things and break them down to you. He said, so you have to believe, right, that you already have that which you desire, and you have to persist in the feeling that your wish is already fulfilled. And when you live in this frequent affirming, or this frequent believing, this frequent quotation or quoting that your wish is already fulfilled, and you do it repetitively night after night, it will definitely register upon your subconscious mind. It will impress your subconscious mind, and it will bring it to pass in your life. So my brother, my sisters, as I said before, this whole message I'm bringing to you is to cultivate in you a sublime spirit of confidence and determination. So if you should take anything away from what I'm saying to you that consistency is the key. Persistence is the key. Never give up. It was just, yesterday I was in the groceries, and a young man walked up to me and asked me if I remembered him. And I said yes. And I said to him, maybe it was about, say, 2 to 3 years ago we spoke, right? And he said yes. And he said, I am now proving those things that you were telling me. He said, I've come to realize all I just need to do is to envision the thing, and it will definitely come to you. And he's now reaping the benefit. He's now reaping the harvest. But it didn't just happen overnight. It means that he was very much persistent in these things. And from that time we would have spoken and so on, because we used to meet a little bit more often, and I used to show him certain things. I haven't seen him in a while, but he remained faithful. He was still putting things to work in his life, and now he's reaping the benefits. So my brother, my sisters, do not look for overnight gratification. There's no such a thing as you're just going to get rich overnight, or you're going to get rich quick. Always remember your existence. When you're born in this world, or you were crippled and you were dumb, you couldn't walk and you couldn't speak. And remember, when you start to creep, before you start to creep, your mother used to have to lift you up and carry you everywhere. Then you start to creep. Then you start to learn to stand on your own. And even before you learn to stand on your own, you fall many times trying to stand on your own. And then when you start to stand on your own, then you start to try to make footsteps. And when you started to try to make your first and second footstep, you start to fall. But as you continue, you end up start to make many footsteps. And then from those many footsteps, you start to learn to run. So you have to use that same process in life, in anything that you would like to accomplish or like to desire. So my brother, my sister, I'll come to a close here. I just wanted us to use those words of encouragement to really inspire you and to strengthen you, to say to you, never give up. A lot of people do not have a long attention span. They give up very easy. That's why sometimes I like to make these long videos, because I know only the people who will listen to these videos even to the end, these are the people who would accomplish something, because why? They're hungry. They are hungry. They want something more in their life. They need more in their life. They're not satisfied for mediocrity. They're not satisfied where they are in life. And that's why these are the people who would get results in their life. Many people want you come straight to the point and tell them what they want to hear. That is why there's so many scammers on the internet, and they're always successful in getting these gullible people to give them out of their needs. Okay? Not out of their abundance, out of their needs. And them being so gullible, for overnight gratification. But I'm here to say to you that you got to trust the process. I'm here to say to you that in maybe 3 years or 5 years from now, you would say, I am grateful I listened to this man. I am grateful that I was patient enough to listen to these videos from the start to the end. My brother, my sisters, never give up. I can tell you so much stories about myself in life. And when I never give up, how I accomplish. And I'm saying to you, never give up. Doesn't matter what. Never, ever give up. Consistency is the key. Be persistent in all of your desires in life. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if this is actually the very first time that you're listening to me, what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you and it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I want to encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, and to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram or you like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at BlackMadGuru. And if you feel strongly led to support this work, I just want to remind you that we have a PayPal and the link is always down below. Also, if you like to have a one-on-one with me, okay, you can just check me out, and there are terms and conditions that is there, okay, for that to be possible. But we definitely can have one-on-one Bible study. I can definitely train you, I can mentor you, I can teach you this Bible in a very, very practical way if you're willing to really invest in yourself, okay? Also, if you would like to be a part of my Patreon community, you are most welcome. And I have a $20 course. It is called The Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And it's all about you tapping into your inner ability by tapping into your light body to understand as the light shines outwardly, and whatever the light shines upon, it brings forth bountifully. So too, if you discover the inner light that is within you, that whatever you put your hand to, it would prosper, and your light will so shine, and the world will see, because you'll definitely tap into your ability and your creativity, and you'll definitely use it for the upliftment and advancement of all of humanity. In other words, you'll be given more value, and you'll get more value back as a result. So if you feel strongly to listen to those videos, I'll definitely encourage you to do so. So at this time, I just want to say peace, love you all, out.